What's going on, YouTube? This is Big Pencil coming at you again with a nut. Got a little something different we're gonna do today. I don't know how many of y'all out there are familiar with a mystery tackle box or Monsterbass or Lucky tackle box or either one of them subscription-based tackle boxes that you can get in the mail. But I used to get the old mystery tackle box for a while there. It was pretty interesting. It was entertaining. You know, it's kind of like Christmas every month. You get a box, you know, I think it was $25 a month. You get a box and, you know, it's full of bass fishing baits or whatever subscription that you got. I always got the bass box. And, you know, I was pretty hard into bass fishing there for a while, but I kind of got out of it. And, you know, I kind of quit with the mystery tackle box. But they had a promotion going on, so I figured I'd give it another go, at least for a month, and try it out and see how I liked it. Again, you know, I used to get the Pro box. Now they got an Elite box, a little more expensive, but supposedly you get better stuff in it, you get more stuff in it. But so we're gonna check that out. We're gonna see what we got. I got the mystery tackle box Elite, and I got the Monsterbass. I've never tried this one. This is the Monsterbass. It's the regional box that you can get. It's based off of your particular area and what type of fishing that you do. So we're gonna break into them and see what we got. Then tomorrow I'm gonna take them down to the river, and well, one of them might combine both of them. Yeah, we'll see what's in them. We'll see what you know, what we can come up with, see if we can catch any fish with stuff on the box. I've been down there fishing that river a pretty good bit here lately, and I've never bass fished this river, but I see people bass fishing down there all the time. When we've been down there fishing for brim and redbreast and stuff, and you know, they'll be fishing around us and catching bass all around us. I just, you know, not fishing for them. So we're gonna give it a go. Let's see what we got. All right, bust open the old mystery tackle box Elite here to start with. You know, it's got a old catch and win little competition they got here. You can share it on your social media and whatnot, and see, you know, everybody can see what you got. Now, start with, we got a Catch Co square bill crankbait. It's got a little crawdad pattern on him, old red crawfish. You know, bass fish love him a crawdad. They eat them. I think just about everything eats them things in the river and the lake systems. That's pretty cool. This is my type of fishing. You know, I'm a power fisherman, I guess you would say. I'm not real much into finesse. I'll fish worms and whatnot in ponds, but as far as a river or lake goes, I like to throw something that I can steady retrieve back, you know, keep it moving. I like to keep it moving. So that there will definitely get used. Toss it up. We'll get it all back in here in a minute. Now, next up, we got a Yum Money Minnow. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I seen them use these on them umbrella rigs. Put them on them umbrella rigs. I don't have one of those, but we'll figure out something to do with it. It's old shad color. Shad color pattern on that thing there. Now, this here is a 13 Fishing Motorboat 110. That is a weird looking doodad. Got a prop on the back of it, kind of like a buzz bait. But it's a soft plastic worm with a big behind hook in it. It is 4 1/4 inches long and a 1/2 ounce with a 5/0 hook in it. Promise you one thing, it's gonna take a heck of a fish to eat that big old rascal to get that hook in his mouth. We'll give it a whirl. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen that before. Next up, we got a Wild Fang lizard. This is a watermelon candy red color, 6.5 inch lizard. I've never had much luck on lizards, but you know, they've been making them for 1,000 years, seems like, so I'm sure they'll catch some fish. We'll just have to piddle around with them a little bit and see what we come up with. All right, next up we got a Perfections Lure Shaky Head. 1/4 ounce green pumpkin colored shaky head. I've never really used a whole lot of shaky heads. Like I say, I'm not really a finesse fisherman, but we can pair them up with the lizards or maybe something else in this box. It's got a little tips and whatnot, show you how to rig stuff up. Be gone. Next up, we got a little something about vertical lures. It don't have a name of what it is on there, and I don't have the bait card. I lost it. My youngin' actually took it from me, and the sticker. She took my sticker too, but you know, it is what it is. Ain't that big of a deal. But it is like a tube style bait. It's got these 4 little appendages coming off the bottom of it. You know, we can rig that up on the old Shaky head and toss him on the bottom a little bit, bounce it around old tree stump, see if old bass might suck him in. It looks kind of weird, don't look like nothing I've ever seen in the water. I guess it could imitate a crawfish. No crawfish's claws be up there floating around a little bit. I'm sure something will eat it. We'll try him out. Alright, get that out of the way. Next up, we got a Game Changer lures, a 3/8 ounce heavy cover jig. Old black and blue color jig. Old jigs are tried and true. They catch fish. I've caught a few fish on old jig before, so I shouldn't have no problem catching a fish on it. Next up, we got old Googan bait. Old Googan squad, old juice casting jig hens, and old green pumpkin type color. Yep, it is green pumpkin color. 3/8 ounce. Should be pretty good. I'll pair up that with a little old craw of some kind. You might be able to put that old vertical lures on there and give him a whirl. Next up, we got a Finesse Worm. This is Carl's Amazing Baits. Old Dibble. Carl Dibble. Got an old trick worm, basically is what that is. That is a, yeah, look like old a red color of some kind. Yeah, I'm colorblind, so y'all will have to forgive me. If I ain't got the color wrote on the pack, I just about can't tell you what color it is. So you'll have to bear with me. But it's a pretty interesting little, trick worm there. Not trick worm, finesse worm. Finesse worm's what this here is. You can put that on the old Shaky head and give him a go. I'm sure that they'll probably do fantastic on the bottom. That, or you could Texas rig it and free float it. You ain't got to put no weight on it. Ought to catch an old bass fish, old hungry bass fish come by, ought to eat that thing right up. And that's it. That's it for the mystery tackle box elite. All right, wrap him on up for the mystery tackle box. We got this Finesse Worm by Carl. We got the Wild Fang lizards. We got the Perfection lures Shaky head. We got the vertical lures doodad, whatever you want to call that thing. We got the old Money Manor by Yum. We got a jig from Game Changer. We got the old square bill cast from Catch Co. That's probably my most favorite thing in the whole box, is this old square bill here. And we got a casting jig from Googans, and we got a motorboat by 13 Fishing. This box here is $40 is what these boxes originally cost. I want to say it was like a $10 off type promotion they had. So that's the mystery tackle box. Now let's jump on into the Monsterbass. Come on up here. I'm sitting out in my boat in case you hadn't noticed. It's a little bit hot out here and the mosquitoes are biting me up, so you'll have to forgive me if I seem a little bit edgy. These mosquitoes is terrible around these parts. All these woods behind my house is swamp and there's water all in it. Now, she didn't get my bait card on this one. I do got the bait card for this one here, but I don't think I need it. We're gonna wing it. Start off, we got a Chase Baits Big Wiggle Bomb. I've never heard of this in all of my years on this planet. I'm gonna say it's pretty new, but it looks fairly interesting. It's a kind of like a frog type bait. It's got legs on it, but it's got a curly tail, And you know, according to the instructions on the back, you could use it as a wake bait, or you could let it sink a little bit and, you know, kind of slow retrieve it that way. I don't know. We'll give him a whirl. I ain't gonna make no guarantees with that one. Next up, we got a cross-eye Snakehead swim jig, a 1/4 ounce swim jig. It's got a like a silver shad color to it. Put you an old paddle tail or curly tail trailer on the back end of that thing and swim it through some grass. Should do all right catching old bass fish. Next up, we got a lifted jigs ball head. Basically, it's like a shaky head type. Yeah, I guess no, it's not like a shaky head. It's basically just a freaking jig head with a spring on it. You spin your lure, your soft plastic right up onto that thing, and you roll with it. Bounce him off the bottom. I'll probably use that with something. Probably use it with them old finesse worms in there. Got 2 of them in there. Now this is a Booyah Toad Runner Junior. I'm gonna say that is like a buzz bait style topwater bait, but it's a frog. It's got a little spinner back here on the back of it. I ain't never seen these before, so that ought to be pretty cool. Be interesting to try it out anyway. Probably be using that first thing in the morning, try to get the old topwater bite going. Now this here is it's a scent. I ain't never been no big user of scents. That's why I actually had to go buy me a new tackle box, because my old one had gulp minnow juice all on the inside of it. You know, in the last couple years I have not fished very much bass fishing wise, so all of my bass fishing stuff got ruined. My jigs, everything, spinnerbaits, all of it got rusty as crap. It's all corroded because of that gulp minnow juice that spilled over and leaked out of the dang little container they give you. So yeah, all of that stuff's trash. But we'll try it. You know, I mean, I can probably put it on that old swim jig down there, and it might do halfway decent. You know, if they're following behind it and they smell it, you know, they'll eat it. So we'll give it a whirl. How much do they say that thing cost? That stuff, Liquid Mayhem, $6 to $10. That's a rip. That's a rip. Ain't no way in 40 hills I'd pay that much for no dang bait scent to go on no soft plastic for artificial. All right, next up, Exxon Pro Series. This is a blitz worm, 11-inch blitz worm. Basically, it's just a big curly tail worm, and that is a red bug. Old red bug. For some reason, a pattern of red baits in these boxes. They want to give you some red, that's for sure. Yeah, about like the Zoom old monsters. Old big old worm, really is all it is. Plastic worm. Those have always caught fish for me in the past. When I have fished with plastic worms, you bounce that thing on across the bottom and you'll catch some fish with it. Next up, we got another Pro Series Exxon lures, a 4-inch adrenaline bug, watermelon red flake color. We'll pop one of these out of the pack. And it is like a beaver style crawl bait. Pop these little appendages off in, give you a little more action on the tail region. Them little flippers be doing that number there under the water, fighting the fish off, and they'll get eat. You can Texas rig that. You can put it on the back of one of them jigs. I'll probably actually put it on the back of that casting jig. Try to, you know, pair these boxes up here and see what kind of damage I can do, because I don't see a jig or anything in this box here that I could use this thing with. I guess I could use it on them old ball head jigs, but we'll see what I decide to do tomorrow. I've caught fish on these before. Yeah, I've never really used them a whole lot, but I have caught fish on them before, so shouldn't have no problem. All right, next up, another Exxon Pro Series, a 3 1/4 inch muscleback finesse, 309 color. Yeah, whatever color that is, I don't know. I guess you would have to know, you know, what that is to and be able to tell you what color that is, but that's what it looks like. A little smaller crawfish bait. It's got a little pearl pink looking color on the bottom here with some fleck in it and a little green pumpkin or so on the back. Looks pretty cool. That there ought to pair up pretty good with them old ball head jigs. You toss that thing, flip it on out there on the bottom just like that there, and bounce it on home. And hold on tight. Snatch his lips out whenever you hook him. But that is it for the 2 boxes. But wrap it up with this box. We got the the old ball head jigs there. We got the Egg Zone little small crawls, swim jig, wiggle bomb, the old Booyah toad runner, old adrenaline bug, big old blitz worm, the scent, and that's all she wrote. This box cost $35 regular price, and it was $15 off, so I got it for 20 bucks. That's worth $20, most definitely. Them 2 right there probably cost $20 themselves, that Booyah and that old wiggle bomb. Then all your other stuff is pretty much bonus stuff. Like I say, trying a little something different. We don't really got a whole lot going on right now, the aspect of hunting and whatnot, and I'm off for another 2 weeks from work, so I figured I'd give this a whirl, see how y'all like it. See, it might make pretty good videos, might be a total flop. All we gonna do is try. But like I say, we gonna be out there on the river in the morning, as long as it don't rain us out. We was down there yesterday fishing a little bit of brim and redbreast action. I didn't have my cameras with me, but it ended up raining on us about 5:30 yesterday afternoon, and we had to make a beeline back toward the hill. Yeah, it was bad. We got soaking wet on the way back, but we caught some fish. We ended up with 25 big brim and redbreast. So I'll probably take my crickets and my ultralight setup here, my old ultralight setup that I do my brim fishing with, the old cork, and some crickets. I got probably a half a tube or so left of old cricket bugs here. Take them. I don't want them to go to waste, so I'll take them with me and fish for probably about 2 or 3 hours for bass, and then after that I'll go to slinging the old cricket bug toward the bank. We'll see what the rest of the day holds with them. This is Big Pencil, and we will be back with another one soon.